And now for the Midterms Minute, a look at the candidates and races in battleground districts that you need to know about, shout about, and support to make the biggest impact possible in the election on November 6th. As of the release date of this episode, we are exactly 12 days out from Election Day. Time is running out to make a difference. No one wants to wake up on November 7th wishing they had done more. So do it for yourselves, do it for your family, do it for the most vulnerable among us. Get out there and canvass, get out the vote, email and text friends, donate, whatever you can do, do it. These elections will affect us and the world for decades to come. According to the latest early voting reports, Republicans are actually outpacing Democratic voters in key states, so do not take the blue wave hype for granted. Information for all of the battleground races and ways to get involved can be found at the Midterms Minute HQ at bestofleft.com/midterms. Today we're wrapping up the toss-up battleground races for the House that we haven't covered yet. As a reminder, to take the House, Democrats must flip 24 Republican seats. Let's dive in.
In Ohio's 1st District, Democratic attorney Aftab Puraval is challenging Republican incumbent Steve Chabot. Chabot lost the seat to a Democrat in 2008, but got it back in 2010 and has held it since. Trump won here by 6 points, but it was his narrowest margin of victory in Ohio's congressional districts. Chabot was one of those no-shows when constituents demanded a town hall on healthcare last year, and then he voted for TrumpCare. Healthcare is at the core of Puraval's campaign, along with protecting Social Security, but he is currently behind in the polls.
In Utah's 4th District, Democratic Salt Lake County Mayor Ben McAdams is challenging Republican incumbent Mia Love, the only Republican member of the Congressional Black Caucus. This district was only created in 2010, but was held by a Democrat until Love took the open seat in 2014. The latest polls have the candidates tied at 46% each, with 8% undecided. Love is following the GOP playbook by trying to align McAdams with the Clintons and Nancy Pelosi. McAdams has said he won't support Pelosi as Speaker and has expressed support for anti-corruption legislation to restrict the influence of lobbyists.
And finally, Washington's 8th District is another open seat race. Democratic pediatrician with a degree in astrophysics, Kim Schreier, is challenging Republican former state senator Dino Rossi. The last incumbent won re-election by 20 points, but the district has voted Democratic in the last 3 presidential elections by 2 to 5 points. Rossi calls himself a fiscal conservative with a social conscience, but his record doesn't back that up. Schreier is calling for a Medicare buy-in on a sliding scale, pointing to the outrageous overheads of private insurance and the minuscule overheads of Medicare. Rossi has lost his campaign for governor and both campaigns for U.S. Senate. He got to the State House by appointment.
As a reminder, voter purging is happening across the country, so we urge you to confirm your voter registration ASAP. Visit headcount.org and click Verify Your Registration Status under the Voting Info tab. There, you can quickly be directed to your state's specific website to confirm your voter registration. If there's a problem, call 866-OUR-VOTE to report the problem and get guidance. If your registration is okay, help someone else confirm theirs or obtain the necessary ID they need to ensure there are no surprise problems on Election Day. Links to all the information you heard today, as well as additional resources, are linked in the show notes, and today's Midterms Minute, along with all of our election information, can be found at bestofleft.com/midterms. So if making the blue wave a reality in November is important to you, be sure to hit the share buttons to spread the word about supporting Democrats in battleground races across the country via social media so that others in your network can spread the word too.